Let's be controversial and debate who pays on the first date. I personally like it when a man pays. I just think it gives chivalry. I think it gives like gentleman vibes. And we are here to debate whether I'm right or I'm wrong. I just want to make it clear though that I'm not saying that every single date or, during the whole entire relationship it should be dependent on one person to pay for things because that's just, in my humble opinion, a bit outrageous. But I do think for the first date, it is very nice when that person pays for you. Again, you can still offer. I don't know, it just gives me the ick. Do you know what I mean? If you're not willing to spend not even £20 to take me to see a film, like clearly you're not invested in me is the vibe I get from the situation. But let's see other people's opinions and we can have a debate. Please go to the comments and tell me what your opinion is. Oh, so it's like a blind date. Shut up. Wow. Oh, this is giving me the ick. Oh. How awkward was that way to feel? After all that, the splitting it. Ick. That was hard work, mate. I felt that sigh. I felt that. Oh, it's just given a battle of the egos. In that dress, she's going to wear blue denim. Yeah, I did think that was quite rude. But then she shushed him and I thought that was rude. Oh. I understand, it's not. I know I'm saying that I like it for a man to pay on the first date, but it is an expectation. It isn't an expectation. Sorry, I sound like I said it is. I didn't mean that. And I think it is very good for the other person in that situation to offer to pay and you can have that discussion. In that way though, like that awkward waiter just standing there listening to you bicker like a pair of children, like ew, shut up. Like literally the biggest ick of my life would be in that situation. I'd be like, you know what, I'm just gonna get up and leave. At this point, I will run and they can chase me to pay the bill. Like, this is not me sick. I'm not being a part of this conversation. We have moments like that. Please, please do not stand here and argue with me. Like, let me just pay. And if you want to argue with me later, we can argue later. I'm not doing it right now. No, I'm not participating in this conversation. Like, I'm just not doing it. It gives, let's have a power argument. Ew. Like, shush, shut up. Like, what was that? What was that? No, like, no, no. That was not classy, that was not demure, and that was definitely not cutesy. But we have some comments that go with this as well, and one person said this was an unnecessary power struggle, and that's the vibe I'm getting. Like, this isn't a debate of like, I want to pay because I can pay. It's like, let me pay now. I'm stubborn. Shh, shh. Children, no, no, no. You're a full-grown adult. How about we act like our age, shall we? And another person said that went on too long for my liking. That's what I mean. Like, fair enough, have that discussion. And I think it's very, good for it to say, no, I'd really like to pay. Let me pay. You can pay for the next one. I'm quite happy to like cover the date. And he goes, no, I'd rather do it. Like, this is a bit of me. You know what I mean? And like, if that's the case, then we're like, listen, well, let's plan the next date right now and we'll get it boxed off. I don't, it just, you're not cringing? I'm cringing like that. Just, ew.
When you go on dates together, who pays for them?
Him.
Oh, okay.
When do you pay for the dates?
I always offer, always. That's always something that I do. But he's no, like if we're just like picking something up or whatever, I'm like, I'll run out and get it, like for sure. But like when we're sitting down and stuff like that,
Usually
like
date nights,
he
it's on
always
me,
wants
yeah.
to, right? Yeah.
And what's the most you've spent on a date on your girlfriend?
I would say come to like $500
Yeah. I mean,
on a nice date.
Where'd we
when
go?
we were 16, it was like a lot. It was in Toronto.
So if he's covering everything monetary in a relationship, what do you bring as his girlfriend?
A lot. Trust me. I take care of him. Trust me.
In what ways?
A lot of different ways. I always like, I don't know. I don't want to get too into it, but like,
Exactly.
no, I'm very, I take care.
You shouldn't have to get into that.
Coach,
Yeah.
she takes care of me. She cleans my
Always,
clothes.
always.
Housewife material.
Okay. So you get it whenever you want?
Sure.
Yeah, I can agree.
What a disgusting question to ask someone. So like, just because he pays, it isn't an expectation that he can just have sex whenever he wants it. Like, that's not how this works. Like, no, I'm sorry. And that is not my point as well when they date, because I know that sometimes is what makes women, including myself, sometimes uncomfortable, that, if the man pays, are you then expected to sleep with them? And that is not the case. Let me tell you right now for free, that is not the case. When I say that I think a man should pay, it's very nice. For me, it's showing that they are invested in this sort of relationship potential, of the progression, like they're happy with the way things are going. Does not mean that my kiss has to drop to the deck in order for you to pay for me to eat something. No, I'm sorry. I make my own money, hon. I do not need to pay. So, like, no. It's given that you are getting paid for the service, which, if you want to go into that profession, absolutely sound. But if you don't, then it's not an exchange. It's not they pay something for you in order to give them something back. That's not how this is meant to go. That Q&A, man, ew. You give me the ick. Like, if they're in a nice relationship, and as she said, like, there's things that she will go and pay for, she always offers to pay. If they need something, she runs out and goes and gets it. I mean, I think there is a bit of an expectation that a fella pays for majority of the dates, but clearly their relationship's working. He's happy with the relationship. She cooks, she cleans, she does everything that he, takes care of him in different ways, which again isn't an expectation, or should be an expectation if he's covering things all the money wise as that like man decided to say to them. But that's like, no, just red flags everywhere. Let's go to the comments. So someone's agreed with me and said the interviewer is a red flag. 100% he was. Like, clearly you're not getting it, are you? Because why are you asking someone if they can get it whenever they want just because they go and pay for dates? Like, ew. We also have bro trying to make them break up. They happy. Exactly. Like, why are you questioning something if they've got no problems with it? Clearly that's their dynamic of their relationship. They do not need you sitting there commenting and saying whatever rubbish it is that you want to say, and ask them like provoking questions to try and cause a bit of drama. Like, ew, no. Someone else said they are a solid couple, but dude is intentionally trying to make them argue. Exactly. Like, get a grip of yourself. You're a full grown man. Why are you asking silly questions like that? It was just do you get it whenever you want? Like, ew.
I think if a man is taking a woman on a date and he doesn't have the money to pay, then don't go on a date.
You go on a walk in the park.
If you're a dude and all you can afford is to take a girl for a walk in a park, you don't have time for that walk. You should go and make some money because you've got bigger problems.
What? You can get some pastries and a bottle of champagne and have a picnic at the park. That's so nice. After work hours. What do you mean? You don't have a life? You just work?
I'm just saying that you have to kind of get your priorities straight. As a man, if you are concentrated on improving yourself, financial is one of them, but your health, your mindset, all of that, the correct woman is going to come. But if you're putting your effort into finding a partner instead of effort into bettering yourself, then of course you're going to have drama because the partner that you're attracting is a partner who will settle for your dumbass. Go and improve yourself. Go and get done.
I agree with that. And not to the point that it should be, like when that fella said about paying $500 for the date is crazy. Obviously, I don't know where they went in there in Toronto. Not a bit of me. Jesus Christ, I can't even get someone to buy me a cheeseburger from McDonald's, do you know what I mean? But it's just wild to think that, you know, you can have them cute dates, like as you said with the picnic, like it doesn't have to be expensive, but it's just the fact that you put the thought and effort into the fact that you've done it. Like, I think that's just nice. And I do agree. And that's why, personally, for me, I'm not looking for a partner, right? I'm not open to that at the minute, and I haven't been for quite a while. Because I'm not, oh God, let's not get deep, but like, I'm turning into therapy. I don't love myself, do you know what I mean? And I'm quite nasty to myself, so I don't see the point in settling for something that I'm clearly not going to be happy with because I'm not happy with myself. So I agree with it in the mindset of like, if you focus on yourself and improve yourself, then obviously that's how it's going to work. So I do agree with that, but I agree with that for both parties, not just obviously men. I think the same for women. As I said, I do not think that it's acceptable for anyone to leave the house on a date without taking the piss and being able to pay for that dinner if they need to. I think it should be where, you know, you're both financially able to have that relationship and deal with that situation. I think that's very important. We have a comment here that says you don't have time for that walk. It's very real. So like, you know, you should be spending that time making money, improving yourself, making yourself the better person that you can be. But it is nice to go on a walk. Like, it's not, you know, it's still spending time together and making that effort. But I think as full grown adults, it'd be nice if, you know, even if it was like a coffee, again, it doesn't have to be $500, but coffee, maybe a little pastry, something like chill, doesn't have to be anything crazy. But just the effort and the thought process behind it is what means more. It is complex, which is why we're discussing it. Yeah. Okay. So it shows to both. Also, his glasses were unreal. Obsessed with them glasses. I've never seen any cool glasses like that before. But I agree. And I mean, maybe not the comment about, you know, men and like stronger than women, because some women are stronger than men. So let's not get that all messed up. Girls are thriving in the gym at the minute, so let's not take that away from them. I wish I had glutes and muscles and went to gym. I need to become a gym girly 100%. But yeah, but I do think he has an important point of the fact that, you know, it is a very scary world out there, especially it is. It's absolutely crazy, which is always the way. But I think it's a trust issue for both people, because a woman could be a serial killer, she could be a psychopath. Like, they've got it in them, I'm telling you now. So, you know, but I don't think it's like the safety thing. I think it's just more, I don't know, as you said, like the natural ways of it being, I don't know, I just think it's very gentleman like for them to do it, in my humble opinion. But as I said, I mean, yeah, you can come for the controversy if you think that, you know, I love the equality, and I completely agree. I don't think it should be like a heavy expectation on men. Like, some men clearly don't want to do it, which will carry on and look at other people and what their opinions are. But yeah, just thought process. We have some comments for this one. This man was written by a woman. Wow, his energy is beautiful. And we have another one. He gets it. So people are agreeing with it as well. But again, not everyone agrees. So let's see.
We know as men, we're always going to pay, right? It's like, I'm going to pay regardless. But if you don't offer, I don't like that at all. Like, if I asked you out, I'm paying. If you want to take me somewhere, 100%. Like, it's up to you then. Like, I remember I took this girl out. We went for dinner, drinks. I bought everything, you know, dinner, and then went to a bar. It was my thing. So I said, I want to take you out this time, this day, and all this. And then she asked, she was like, oh, should we go see a movie? I was like, I'm super keen to see this movie. Let's do it on this day. So it was kind of like we mutually arranged it. But then I got some drink. She got up to go to the toilet, and she was like, oh, I'm going to get some drink. I was like, oh, I'll take my card. She said, no, don't worry, I'll get everything. And she got like drinks, popcorn, and extra things. I was like, that's so nice. Yeah. Because you've just added into, this is a mutual thing. Yeah. Like, that's epic. If girls do that, learn from that, please. Because it's so nice. Because if you're just ignoring and expecting, it's just so unattractive.
Yeah. That video summarised it so perfect. It's unbelievable. That is the best vibe to have. It was lovely that he paid for it. He fully invested. I mean, maybe she could have even got the drinks. I'm not saying for the whole first date. If you're doing multiple different things, lovely if you got the meal, you then get the drinks. Like, I love that. I love that. For me is where like the equality is there. Do you know what I mean? And we're both investing in each other. We're both feeling each other's vibe, and it's going really, really well. That is perfection for me. That ever mwah, 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 beautiful. I loved it all. Completely agreed with everything. I loved that she went out and she got extra little treats, and oh, I love that. That is literally everything I'd want in a first date. Like, I just think, I mean, I know that was like the second date that they went on, but I think that type of relationship for me is just perfect. I love that. I love that. I love that. I'm here for that. I'm here for that energy.
Who pays on a first date?
Who pays?
Who pays on the first date?
Whoever I did was to go on the date.
Which is very similar to what that lad's just said. Do you know what I mean? It's in like, it should be, if you arrange the date, then you know you can treat me like that's sound. But if I've asked you to do a certain thing, like, oh, I love that. That is literally like, that's how it should be.
If I take a girl out, I'll always pay. 100%.
My thing is, I'll get you the first round of drinks.
Really?
And then we're paying for our own shit.
Oh.
I just love the idea if a girl was like, Pat, I'll pay for you, you would feel like, you would be like, I think there's just, I don't want to say misogyny, but there is like this dated sense of like, I'm the man, I pay and do this. You're the woman, you look pretty and sit there and I'll treat you all nice. And then when we get home, we'll have sex.
No, I just think that's the right thing to do, bro. I just really do. Like, on the first few dates, I think it's the right thing to do.
To pay for the girl.
Yes, yes. Now, look, if we had have gone out...
How many dates?
I would say the first 3 dates.
So the first 3 dates, the girl is not lifting a finger financially.
Well, look, if we say
is
that
the answer?
That's what I'm going to fucking answer. Let me talk. If we went out for just dinner and drinks, which we did, right, and then we went back to her hotel and had a few more drinks, right? But if we had have got, like, I've gone out on dates before where I've gone for dinner, had a few drinks, and we've kept drinking at like a pub or whatever, or like a bar. And like, if we're just sitting there drinking, like, the girl will get up and be like, oh, I'll get us a drink. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, sweet. Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, now and again, she'll just get up and grab a drink, which is like, okay, yeah, whatever. But like, if we're sitting down, ordering drinks, ordering food, yeah, I'll cover it, of course.
You're going to pay the whole thing.
Dude, I'm not taking them to it's not going to be a $500 bill.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as, like, deep as you're making it out to be.
No,
it's really not.
I just
think it's the right thing to do the first few times. Now, look, when she comes back, like, of course I'll pay for her again, but like, if she will offer to pay for breakfast one morning, I'm like, yeah, sure, you can get it. You know what I mean? Because then we're kind of like more deep into it now. It's kind of like, well, I'm not your fucking sugar daddy. I don't provide for you. But like, I just think it's a respectable thing to do in the beginning.
I think first date, you're splitting it. Second date, the more serious it gets, the more you can do for that person.
No, I think it's you pay, and then if it gets more serious, if you're seeing each other a lot more, like I said before, obviously you're not going to be paying for everything.
I feel like that other fella's not like. I mean, I get what he's saying. Is in like, and he literally hit the nail on the head. Like, males think if they pay, they then get the donkey donk afterwards. Do you know what I mean? And that's not the expectation I want moving forward. But I think it should be like the male pays and then it splits. Is how I would personally prefer it, because you're both showing investment in it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, like, you buy me well, I mean, he's still often, he's still buying the first round of drinks. He's still investing in it. And I get that, because he's saying, like, I would hate it for girls, women, to use dates just to have the dinner paid for them. I mean, crack on, if that's how you're getting your dinner, knock yourself out if it's working. But I think maybe that's where then it's come from, where men think women will just, like, serial date just so that they can get things paid for them. And I don't agree with that. Do you know what I mean? That's a bit... I mean, if you can do it at the same time, crack on. I mean, as I said, I can't even get someone to buy me a cheeseburger, so maybe it's because I can't do it myself. Maybe that's why. But yeah, I don't know. Oh.
When you guys go out, who usually pays for the dates?
Do you even have to ask?
Oh.
So I'm assuming it would be him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a safe assumption, unless you knew Stacy here. Yes, very confident, demanding. So she makes me pay for everything. Yes, you're right.
Under what circumstances do you cover the bill?
Never.
Why is that?
Because I bring my value.
How do you bring your value?
By being myself.
Okay.
And entertaining this man.
Yeah, we're having a great time.
How do I bring my value?
What do you mean? If I get invited or if she gets invited, that's probably the difference, right? You know, if she invited me out and she said, I want to take care of you, then she'd probably pay for it. But I think when we go out and I've invited her, then we'll go out and I'll pay for it.
I mean, I wouldn't hang out with a guy that didn't pay.
Okay.
I just wouldn't, I wouldn't be attracted to a guy. It's not like it's all about money. Like, we have to have a great time, we have a good friendship, inspire each other, be there for each other, but there's a lot of people in the world, and...
You want to be spoiled. You want to be taken care of.
Absolutely, because I bring my feminine energy to the table.
And that's what she wants, and what's wrong with wanting that? Like, she's saying that, and the fella's very happy that he's saying, you know, she's herself. I'm very happy with the way she is. She's demanding. She wants it that way. And she's told me that she wants that way. She's set them expectations. And they're happy in the relationship. This is the same fella from before with his red flags coming around everywhere. We've got one more video of him where he goes to like another couple and asks them as well. And I feel like he's just trying to provoke a situation with people who are clearly happy. I mean, she's beautiful. The fella's beautiful. Clearly they're happy together. I mean, do I agree that he pays for absolutely everything? No. Personally, I mean, I would never complain if that was the situation, but it isn't something I would want in a partner. I would be very happy with that lad. The original lad earlier on, he said my favourite thing ever when he said over the fact, like, he pays for the date, but then she went and got the popcorn, got the streets, like, that, beautiful. That is my definition of a perfect relationship that I would, well, not one's ever perfect, but my ideal view of what a relationship would be. The comment that we got for that was she knows her value and he doesn't seem to have a problem with it. And exactly, like, if he's happy with that relationship, if he weren't and he didn't want to be in a relationship with someone like that, he could equally say it out and be like, do you know what, clearly we're not meant to, like, we're not compatible, we're not meant to be together. You can find someone who is very happy to spoil you and treat you the way that you want to be treated, and that's absolutely fine. Do you know what I mean? We all deserve to be treated how we want to be treated.
When you guys go out, who typically pays for the dates?
She would look at me crazy if I don't pay for the date. The only time she would pay for a date would be like a significant event, like a birthday, an anniversary, or a
just special
or a big event in my life when it comes to my
Not an anniversary, just special
You
occasion.
guys live together now?
No, we're pretty much always together though.
So when you do eventually move in, are you gonna go 50-50?
She already made it clear. The man gotta pay
Wow.
the house. So at the end of the day, I gotta support from a household standpoint.
So you want him to pay all the bills?
That's how I grew up.
So
Okay.
if he's gonna do that, does he get it whenever he wants it
A
from you?
stupid question.
Yeah, or whenever I want it.
So what do you bring to the table essentially?
Me. Just me.
What'd she say?
No, I bring a lot to the table. He knows that. Like, I'm not like a bum. I have my own career. I do make my own money, but I do expect him to take care of me. If there was a problem, like he became broke tomorrow, I can take care of it.
So, okay, so she knows that she's got her own money, she's dependent on herself, but she wants him to pay for the bills. I mean, I don't love him paying for the bills. I think that should be an equal split. Like, you've both got financial sort of benefit into that. I don't understand why he would have to pay for everything, but he was very happy she was brought up that way. Clearly, that's how her parents or whoever it was who brought her up have set them expectations, and that's what she wants. She's told a fella's very happy to do that. So, like, again, it's about setting them expectations of what you want from that relationship pretty much from the get-go, and then you can see if you're happy with that. Like, you can obviously discuss that later on if it isn't something that you would agree with, but yeah, that is wild. My conclusion is I still would like a man to pay for the first date. In my humble opinion, I would. I hate to be that person. I know people love equality and love splitting bills, but for me, that is just my perfect thing. I think because I pay for everything myself, like I have my own house, I pay my own bills and everything, and that is absolutely fine. But I think it'd be nice for someone to spoil me a little bit, do you know what I mean? So I'd love that. I'm not saying I'd want, everything paid for me for the rest of my life, but just buy me a cheeseburger, hun. That's all I'm asking, do you know what I mean? I'm not asking for much. But please let me know in the comments down below what your opinion of this is, and we can have a conversation. If you enjoyed today's video, my name is Antonia. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. We do all type of travel, reaction, lifestyle type of content. So if that is a bit of you, make sure you join our little family over here. And again, like and comment down below. I really hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Really hope to see you in the next video. But for now, bye bye bye.